If you're wondering why this doesn't look like Unobtained, well, that's a good question. Yeah, we are going to be working on some dupes. That's what today's episode is going to be about. And we're going to be doing a dupe called the Chunk dupe. It's a very well-known and very overpowered dupe, and I wanted to showcase it basically so that I could explain to you guys how it works, and so we can dupe some of our unobtainables without doing the Alt F4 method, which is very weird and just doesn't work all the time. So we're going to be using this method to dupe things from now till 1.15 when it's patched. So this is patched. I'm just gonna say that right off the bat. And yeah, so if you guys were wondering what that whole intro was about, that was a new intro created by a guy called Dark Adams on Discord. He sent me a little GIF because he was just working on some things and he decided to make it. And I thought it was really cool, and so I asked him if he would turn it into a intro, and he did. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of that. I added the sound effects. There was some original sound effects there that he had, but I changed them for what I thought would be cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that intro in the comments below. But I think now it's time that I go ahead and do a time lapse of me copy pasting these into books. But before we do, I want to explain to you how this thing works. Okay, so booking quills are they can have just up to 50 pages. So if you exit out, it doesn't save, that's just how they are. And one page is worth whatever. And what we're going to do is we're going to have two different types of books. One set called X, one set called Y. And they're going to be basically the two different types of books that we use. I might even create a third set of Z, but I'm not too sure. And yeah, so essentially these books are going to be filled with those Unicode fonts that are very hard for the game to compress, which makes it so the size of the chunk in terms of file size is much higher. And what that does is the game decides that, oh, this is too much work to actually go ahead and save, so we're not going to save this chunk. And then what happens when you reload it is that you have the chunk in its previously saved state before you activated the little contraption, which is quite easy to do. I'm actually going to show you guys exactly how to do it, and it's actually pretty easy. And yeah, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to record my desktop with the game in a smaller window, and you guys are going to see me copy pasting those pages into two different types, and then I'm going to go ahead and copy them into their 8 respective book types. So we need to craft a few more of these. Alright, so yeah, I think I've set this up great. This is going to take some trial and error, but this is the first test. We got X and Y here, and all we got to do, at least from what I have seen and watched, is break this like so, and then in here, okay, I think they need to be named differently. Alright, so this is test 2, so in theory this should work. We have X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, and they all have different amounts of tags, and they have different contents. Then we have 8 in this one and 8 in this one, and the way the compression works with these two chests means that right now we can log out in this chunk and nothing bad will happen. But yeah, here's the idea. So we mine this, and You see X, Y, X, Y, X, Y, X, Y. And we should just be able to take, say, what we want to duplicate, right? And then we should be able to save and quit the title and join back in. And as you can see, the redstone block is back. And we just essentially duplicated everything in that chest. So, you know, we can do that again and again. You know, take that off, remove all this, and then relog. And here we have it. We can just do this in theory over and over and over. You know, say I wanted to duplicate, I don't know, like I could destroy this. I could, you know, make a mess here. I could mine this iron ore. And I could take everything that was in this chest. Then I could relog. And everything I've just done is back to the way it was before I removed the thing there. So there you go. In theory and in practice, this works. It wasn't too hard to set up, actually. I will say, like now that we have this chunk here, we're gonna call the dupe chunk. I'm going to actually decorate it in its normal state, and it's gonna be called the dupe chunk. We're gonna make it look cool and stuff. And then we could do all of our duplicating in like a little shack or something interesting like that. But yeah, all we gotta do is, you know, do this. And what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna have a block here with a lever. So we'd have to remove the books, do that, and then we could do it. Yeah, so I essentially started with one beacon. Now I have 4. That's proof of concept. I am gonna be using that beacon, but yeah, that's nothing we want to dupe. So yeah, that was cool, I guess. It was a long process, but I think we can take our unobtainables to this chunk and start duplicating. But guys, we have something a bit more pressing, or not pressing, but we have a project that has to do with getting to this chunk, and that is a pathway from our main base over to this area of the world. Currently, I've been swimming in the water over and over and over. But if you guys don't know, like this is a pretty good line into our base right here. Like this gets right into our center point right here. So I'd like to create a pathway, and see, we don't even have to make a bridge. I'll probably make some sort of like, you know, extended thing here. But it's going to go through here. We're going to have a tunnel going through this here. And I think we should come out over, and we'll have a bridge coming out of here and connecting up to that pathway right there. And yeah, we'll be connected, everyone. That's going to be really great. Because yeah, we really want pathways. I'm going to probably make it look as best I can. I'm going to use probably some spruce wood and some oak and some kind of the main aesthetic we've been going for, but I'm going to do a bit more of the ruinous style once again. So I think, yeah, I'm definitely going to be trying to go back to that. So yeah, that's great. So I'm going to go ahead and get to doing that. I think basically it's just going to require a bit of a time lapse. I might try something new with my editing and do a bit of a compilation in a new style, and I'll see what you guys think. So enjoy. Alright guys, so oh man, this has been an awesome project, connecting parts of the world. It's my favorite. Paths are my favorite to build. Okay, I love building paths because it just connects your world up way more, and yeah, it just expands things. So as you can see, we have this whole tunnel bridge thing going all the way across. We have this like drawbridge here, and then we have this, which we gotta add to. It's still definitely not done, but yeah, I want to show you guys kind of how this thing looks. I think I'm gonna make this actually a stone brick staircase instead of sandstone. But anyways, as you can see, I went with cobblestone, spruce, jack-o'-lanterns, and then more spruce and stuff to make the bridge. The underside of the bridge, I made a like a medieval arch bridge, but then I took blocks out and replaced them with stairs and slabs, as you can see. And then what I did was I built the wooden framework around it to kind of make it look like a old bridge that has been reinforced. That's kind of the idea around my entire base, is just old stuff that's been reinforced. So that's what this is here. And we go into this tunnel, which is kind of my own creative type of thing. Then out here we have this kind of newer again. It's been reinforced with this middle beam. You know, you got the old cobble where it used to be used a ton. And then right here, I'm planning on doing like a cliffside all the way up to there. It's gonna go, and we're gonna kind of terraform it. It's gonna be awesome. But yeah, and then we have the pathway that I just kind of sketched out basically with the right click of the shovel. You know, I just sketched it out, and it goes all the way here to our farming district, which is right here, and our testing, and our, you know, this is our actual dupe chunk, which is looking good. We're gonna put a floor in actually. I think we're gonna do it out of spruce planks or something. But yeah, this is gonna be a pretty cool project. But anyways, basically this is gonna be, we're gonna create a style of pathway with a few different blocks. We're gonna take regular coarse dirt, this type of stuff, gravel, and possibly podzol, all mixed together to make a really cool looking path. I think it'll be really awesome looking. I saw it done by GP on the AfterLife server. I think the only thing that's gonna be tough for us to get is the podzol, but that's not even a big deal. And then to do slabs, we're gonna use wooden slabs. So, you know, we'll do wooden slabs there, like that. There we go. There's that. Maybe even a couple there, you know, and then maybe even do like a kind of a double tall one there. You know how it is. We gotta smooth out the pathway here, and then, you know, there we go. You know, it's basic stuff, but it definitely adds to the whole aesthetic, you know, so it's nice and smooth going up and down. So right here we can go, you know, it's nice and smooth, you know, it's doesn't, yeah, really nice, really smooth, beautiful. You know, I might put one here and here, maybe, like, you know, kind of arch it this way a little bit, kind of give it that feeling. And then, you know, what we'll do is we'll take like cobble, and we'll kind of go with the ruined look here with cobble and whatnot, going kind of all the way around here. And probably, you know what, yeah, we'll probably do cobble here too, you know, and then just do these kind of like ruin kind of wallways here like that. And then, you know, of course we add leaves and stone bricks and all that stuff. You know, we do the same type of stuff here, you know. Just like that, and it makes the path feel a bit more uniform. Anyways, guys, I think that it is kind of time that we go ahead and put this path to use and go ahead and duplicate those unobtainables that we have been holding off duping for quite some time now. It's time. The dupe session. It's time. Let's do it. Alrighty, so this is the greatest inventory shot of the whole entirety of Unobtained so far. Look at all this. Oh man, gotta love it, gotta love it. Okay, so let's use this path and let's go ahead and go to our dupe chunk, and we're going to set up a bunch of chests full of all this stuff, and we're going to go ahead and dupe it like you wouldn't believe. So yeah, essentially you're gonna have to log out twice to get it to work. So you gotta log out once to set the chunk, log out a second time to reset it, and so on and so forth. I have completed the Big Dupe, guys. I've completed it. We have a bunch of stuff just sitting in chests over here, so we do have to transport it, but I think we're going to wait for shulker boxes to do that. But bedrock, spawn eggs, and a little bit more spawn eggs. I duped quite a few of these. I got a stack of command blocks and a stack of barrier blocks. And yeah, so all this stuff needs to be moved, but what I'd like to do is I'd like to start packaging unobtainables into shulker boxes and all that good stuff. And I believe, I think, I don't know, sometimes I get confused with when stuff comes out. Anyways, yeah, this chunk here, the death chunk, I really like it. We can basically dupe whatever we want, but we're only going to kind of keep it to unobtainables. We might dupe some other things that, you know, I don't want to farm up quite aggressively. I don't want to build a farm immediately for things like, I'm thinking I might dupe some food. I might dupe some blocks that I don't want to farm. You know, things like that. I don't think I'm gonna do too much duping. And if you guys disagree with that, please let me know in the comments. As always, if you guys have any disagreements with anything that I say, please let me know. It really just is all it takes. You guys just gotta say a comment, and I'll be like, okay, that's a fair point, and I'll continue about my business. But yeah, I think the dupe went well. We basically have taken what we had one of each thing for, and now if we lose one, it's not a huge deal. We have so many different duped items. Obviously, we got to bring them back in here. I mean, we have already these duped, but so much other stuff is all duped, so it's fine. I just wanted to get that out of the way so that we actually had something to show for it. So that's kind of it, really, for this episode. But I think, you know, we can do a little bit more. I have been messing with my microphone because I've noticed a lot of background noise, just like of my computer going in the background. It's more like air, like that sort of thing. I've been messing with turning the fans lower down, doing things like that, you know, all sorts of stuff I've tried. I'm gonna look into some other ways I can, you know, reduce the background noise that you guys are hearing. It was good for the first time I had the mic, and then something changed. I'm trying to figure out what I changed in the recording software, because it was great for a while, but now I'm starting to notice this background hum. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions with what to check, please put in the comments below. That's gonna help me out. You know, I'll talk to people, but if you guys know in the comments, please let me know, because I don't know everything. In fact, I know very little. But yeah, that's kind of it for today's episode, guys. The dupe. So next episode we are going to be in 1.9 still, and we're going to do the actual unobtainable of 1.9. But I wanted to get the duping out of the way. I thought that would be a cool project to do with you guys. We did the bridge, we did the dupe. I think that has been an awesome episode, or it has been an awesome episode. I encourage you guys to check me out on Twitch, twitch.tv/PuffingFishHQ. I also encourage you guys to join my Discord, link in the description, and you know, chat with people. You'll be exposed to many other Discords from my Discord. You know, you'll find a whole community down there. If you're trying to get into the Minecraft community a bit more, I would highly recommend joining my Discord, as it's a great entry to the Minecraft community in general. You'll find AfterLife, you'll find all sorts of different things. You'll find the wiki page, you'll find Prototech, you'll find a lot of tech communities, everything kind of linked to my Discord, and as other Discords are linked to other Discords. So yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been a really long outro. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.